Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today is Sunday. We are asking for an immediate message, something that you need to hear. This is your weekly touch base with spirit reading. These are timeless, my beautiful souls. Ooh, these little tokens here. I'm going to draw charms in a moment and also runes as well to go with these beautiful cards to help to guide you in to the reading or readings that is right for you. Beautiful souls, this is your weekly touch base with spirit reading, and as I said, they are timeless. So I always feel if you're drawn to this reading as I'm uploading it, and thank you to all of you who are returning and check in with these week in, week out. I'm really honoured to read for you and be travelling with you alongside you on your journey. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome. So they are timeless. Whenever you come to this, if you're drawn to it, there will almost certainly be a message or messages for you. Now, the timestamps are below. I always put them in the description box. And so, and I put them in a comment as well. Now, we have 3 piles to choose from. We're asking for that immediate message, something you need to hear now. Something that your spirit team wants you to know about right here, right now. And if it's appropriate, I'm going to draw cards for the coming week, for the next 7 days as well. So pile 1, we have the card of the womb. This is for pile 1. Pile 2, you have the stone. And pile 3, you have the kiss. So these are the 3 piles. And if I just put these little tokens in place, because they're really handy, it means that when I draw the charms, you can see them really, really clearly. So if you want to just sort of sit and ponder, I'll leave the video running for a few moments once we've drawn them as well. So you can take a little bit of time just to sort of meditate into the energy and see which of the readings is really speaking to you. So let's check in. I'll draw a charm and rune, or runes, depending on what comes through, for pile 1. Now, pile 1's actually got 2 charms coming through. You have a crab and also a star. And 1 rune. You have Fehu. This is the rune of possessions, nourishment, possessions. Okay. Pile 2, we have a moon with a beautiful little star on it. Isn't that gorgeous? Interesting, we've got 2 little Venus stars. Both of them are 5-pointed stars coming through, but this is a moon and a star. And you have Kano, the rune of openings. And lastly, we have an owl, and a very big owl as well. This is for pile 3. And we have the rune of fertility, Ingas. This is gorgeous. Wow. Okay, right. I am super excited to be doing these readings for you. Right, beautiful souls. This is where I'm going to leave the video running just for a few moments longer. Thank you so much for being here. It is such an honour to be reading for you, and especially at the time of uploading this reading. And to be fair, for the next few years, we are in a huge pocket of monumental growth, accelerated growth. So thank you all so much for being here, for joining me for the readings, and for being a part of this really, really beautiful Moon Magic community that we're building. Beautiful souls, tons of love, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have the card of the womb. This is a very feminine energy, and you have the crab, which is also a very feminine energy. You have the Venus star. It's a very feminine energy. You also have Fehu, the rune of nourishment, possessions, ambitions satisfied, sometimes unexpected rewards, gains, surprises. So this is feeling like a little cluster of energy, I think, that's inviting you to receive something. But let's draw the rest of your cards and see what is it that my pile ones need to hear right now. What is the immediate message? Courage. Fear, it says. Hello, amazing creature. I am here to face you. How interesting. Fear. Hello, amazing creature. I am here to face you. Love was frightening, so I have become a lover. No longer the sly fox, I charge ahead towards the angry lion. Now I see her face clearly. I am the roaring lion, and the one who embraces it. The moon whispers, don't cover your wounds. Love can only heal if you stand naked. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's powerful. Wow, pile one. Okay, so this is facing something. Facing something and then opening yourself to receive somehow like a positive or a blessing from that. Teacher. Okay. And may we kindly ask for an immediate message for my pile ones. May we kindly ask for an immediate message for my pile ones. Okay. Your first card, Metal Dragon. This is very interesting because it has a real combination of both sort of that spiritual warrior, the divine masculine, but also totally embodied within the divine feminine. And we have all of the feminine here. It's like receiving through integrity. Seek and you shall find. And look at the dove of peace up here. How beautiful. Firebird. And earth dog. Reconnect with ancestral love. Look at the ancestors. Wowza. Courage. I think you are being called to face something or to face a situation or to step up in some way. And your reading is saying you're going to get the desired outcome. It's something that feels like it would step you out of your comfort zone. But I think if you step up and you face it, whatever this is, not only are you massively, massively protected and supported, my goodness me, the rows of ancestors standing behind you, my goodness me, the universe has your back. This is also an issue of integrity with this card. My beautiful souls, there is an issue of stepping up, facing a fear. It might be the fear of saying something to someone or confronting somebody and saying how it is. But this situation has come along to teach you. And part of the teaching is for you to know that if you step up, you can and will be heard, and to realise how supported you are. So let us ask. May we kindly ask. May we kindly ask, what is the immediate message for my pile one? What is the immediate message for my pile one? Let's use these for now, and we can draw more cards in a moment. You have the Hermit. Okay. You have the Seven of Swords. You have the Ten of Swords. You have the Three of Swords. Wow. You have the World and the Star. Oh, this is so sweet and lovely. Okay, this really is an adorable set of cards, even though we have three cards that can be a bit challenging. But, you know, this is about stepping up and facing up to something. You've got the World and the Star. I think there is something that you do need to step up and face. Whatever this is for you, it will be deeply personal to you. There's something that needs to be said or done or acknowledged, and just embrace it full on. embrace it with integrity. Now, you may already know what the answer is, but just be having a wobble. But for some of you, there could even be an issue where the integrity is at stake, in which case hold that higher ground. But everything in your reading, and this is the immediate message, everything in your reading is saying you are absolutely 100% supported here. And I think you will get that ambitions rewarded. I think you will get a really desired outcome. But you will need to step up and face up to something. It's almost as though if you face up to something and you have the courage to move forwards, and for some of you, it's the courage to end something, to complete something, because you have the Ten of Swords, which is a card of completions. It's also, the World is also a card of completions. So for some of you, it's having the courage to complete something, to end it, to terminate it, to say no. I think you have been guided to this moment. And even though it feels like a big thing to do, you are being called to do it. We have that Venus star and the Hermit. You have been guided to this. It's almost like the layer of soul growth here is to give you the courage and the support to step up and say it, do it, be it, take the action that's necessary, whatever that is. It will be unique to you each. But this is your message. It really is. Step up and say it, do it, whatever that may be. And the message comes with an assurance that you are being supported and guided. The universe and your ancestors particularly have your back 1,000%. Everybody is behind you. And seek and you will find. What this card is telling us is that something very, very amazing, this is the unexpected reward, gain, benefit that's going to come from this. There will be an unexpected outcome, a successful outcome. You will receive with the womb the answer or the solution or a new clear pathway or a new direction or a happy ending, whatever it is. And so there's this sort of, it's like there are secondary messages coming through here. The first one, of course, being having the courage to step up. Could be standing your ground. For some of you, it really is drawing a line. Perhaps somebody hasn't, with the Seven of Swords, been honest with you. Perhaps somebody hasn't given you the full picture. But there is absolutely, you may not even have been honest with yourself. Maybe you're having to really step up and face up to something and just say, do you know what? This is how I feel and I've got to be honest about it. But the purpose has been to really teach you to honour yourself, to recognise you're supported and protected, and also to recognise that when you do really step up, the answers you need and the outcome you need can come to you in really unexpected and surprising ways, which is really exciting. I think, my pile one, because your messages are very clear, I'm going to ask about the week ahead. Can I ask about the coming week for my pile ones, please? A whole wad of cards has just come out, but I'm just going to go with them. We have the Page of Wands. What a fabulous energy to begin the week with. Ooh, and the Ace of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles. How interesting. You then have the Eight of Swords. And you have the Six of Swords. Okay. Now, what I see here is a really interesting flow of energy in the week. With the Page of Wands, this is about you, again, stepping up. But there's a creative energy here. The Page of Swords is full of spark, creativity, energy, passion. I think there's a creative solution. There's a way of moving this forwards, of stepping up and owning with integrity how you feel about something. And the combination of the Page of Wands here and the Ace of Cups, which is about a new beginning, often in love, and the Queen of Pentacles, who is the queen of self-care. For me, this little cluster of 3 cards this week is suggesting to me that you have the ability to step up and say it, do it, be it with love. It's that wonderful energy, exactly what we have with Metal Dragon. It's that element of the masculine, of the warrior, of being really clear, but also doing it in such a divinely feminine way, with integrity. I'm not saying that the divine masculine doesn't have integrity, but with compassion, with integrity, being able to say it in a way that makes it really, really, really clear. You know, there's no stepping away, but really, really clear, but in a really good way. And this feels super good. It really does. I mean, this is the embodiment of both the combination of the divine masculine and the divine feminine that sit within us each. And the fact that you have the 8 of Swords followed by the 6 of Swords, I think that you will be able to sort of put this behind you, basically, with the 6 of Swords this week. I think once you'll be amazed how quickly this will move forwards. A situation that you felt trapped by or stuck or limited by, I think you will literally put it behind you by saying it, being it, doing it, honouring it, but mostly, above and beyond anything, honouring your own position with integrity, whatever this is for you. I think it will move forwards. And I think it will move forwards, and you will literally, it'll be like it's done and dusted. It'd be like if you had a falling out with a friend, for example. This is just a random example, but let's say you had a falling out with a friend and you're dreading the conversation. And then you have that conversation with real honour and real integrity and real compassion. And it's resolved and moved forwards so quickly. It's like it's completely behind you. I do think some of you are bringing something to a close. But if you are bringing something to a close, and again, we've got closure and moving on with the 10 and the 3. Look, we can move those cards down a bit so we can see them more clearly. Yeah, I do feel there could well be for some of you, you are letting go of something. But it would be like if you've decided to end something with someone, and then it's a really amicable separation. It's a really amicable parting of the ways. You've got the Star. It's kind of like everything is super cool and okay from this. Allow yourself to receive the positive outcome. You know, seek and you will find. Yeah, I think this week the key here is stepping up and owning your own position with integrity, very much in a way that embodies the divine feminine, but also is very, very clear embodying the divine masculine. That combination. And I think the outcome, you're also incredibly protected, and the outcome is exactly what you need. It's a really positive outcome. You can literally put it behind you. This is not going to cling. I think, if anything, there may be a very surprising outcome that you feel really good about. So, beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. Do keep me posted. These are really interesting readings, or this has been a really, really interesting reading. If this is resonating, don't forget to press the little bell icon and subscribe if you would like to be notified as soon as I upload anything. Here I am, I'm getting all tongue-tied. Maybe that's part of the energy. Maybe you might even just be feeling a bit tongue-tied about how to say what you need to say. But my goodness me, it needs to be said. This is like, once you've said it, you've cleared the air because you say it with integrity. I know I'm diving back into your reading, but it feels like the moment you do this, everything's going to be lifted. And you move forwards in a really good way. This may even be tangling you, where you're sort of feeling tied by it because you kind of need to say something, but you don't feel that you can, and all of that stuff, and it locks in around you and holds you back. And this is moving it forwards in a really good way, with an outcome that I'm going to say the outcome you deserve because you've handled it well. I mean, what a fabulous learning curve. Anyway, here I am diving back into the energy of this again. But pile one, I do wish you every blessing this week. I really, really do. Do keep me posted. Thank you, all of you who have been joining me on my tarot course, checking out my diaries that are now in different locations. We've got different time zones, different locations across the world. So you can work with really accurate timings, which is a very big deal with moon times. If you're going to work with the moon, accurate timings are really, really important, because you could be significantly out if you're using a diary for a different location. So beautiful souls, do check out the diaries. Thank you for joining me on my tarot course. I'm planning moon webinars as well, so through the whole of 2026 for people who want to manifest with the moon. So just keep an eye out for all these things. I'll be uploading loads of extra stuff in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out for everything. Tons and tons of love, beautiful souls, and I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really, really soon. I wish you every blessing and an amazing week. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. There is a very, very beautiful, beautiful energy in your reading already. We haven't even drawn any cards, but I really want to tune into the energy of the stone. It's like an anchor point. The Stone Nation holding the memory. They are the memory keepers. And we have Kano, the rune of openings, and this beautiful crescent moon with a star. I think that you are being given an opening or a window of opportunity. Now, we will obviously draw cards to get more information and see whether this is right, but this is the message I'm tuning into. It is, there's an anchoredness, a groundedness. Let's draw more cards. I will say no more, but there's a really solid, maybe it's a solid opportunity that you're being given here, something very real. Devotion. Not a moment goes by that you cease to be in my heart. Amongst all flowers, I only breathe your fragrance. Your light is hidden, but it has set this world, this worldly garment on fire. I stand drinking the cool water you have given me and watch my world burn. Wow. Oh my goodness me. Isn't there an energy around you? This is extraordinary. Something else. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think this is your card. Courage. Okay. Gosh. I want to say have the courage to walk through that door. Have the courage to start afresh, to have something new, to begin something, to dive in, to immerse yourself, to breathe something in. Your light is hidden, but it has set this worldly garment on fire. I stand drinking the cool water you have given me and watch my world burn. There is something here that can really fire you up with a passion. No wonder you need anchoring. No wonder you need grounding. There is something that's really going to light you up here. Water rat, focus on your vision. Gosh, yes. I'm seeing this as well. Earth pig, surrender to the moment. Wow. Right. How exciting. Pile 2. There's this extraordinary energy of something that I think can be very solid, very real, very big. And on the one hand, it fires you up and makes you feel unbelievably amazing. On the other hand, it's very solid, it's very real. I almost want to say, beautiful souls, I feel this could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. With the Stone Nation, stones are memory keepers. Stones are extraordinary. Crystals are extraordinary. In my box of my box might have a beautiful tray, actually. It's an open box, but my crystals, my stones, I don't just have beautiful, pretty looking crystals. I have some remarkable stones. Some of you will know from attending, viewing my readings. I'll have an amazing piece of flint that really spoke to me, or a piece of chalk, or other pieces of other stones that have spoken to me when I've just been out walking or in different places. And the Stone Nation hold so much knowledge, so much wisdom. I think there is something that can be genuinely solid, real, anchored. And I think it's coming into your world. And I think it could sweep you off your feet, literally, fire you up with a passion. And you are being asked to dive in. And yet, remain grounded. But there's something about making a commitment. This is like giving you the thumbs up. There's a window of opportunity, and the once in a lifetime bit is coming, because it's like, if you think about the evolution of a stone, it can take years, thousands of years, for that stone to evolve. For us to see, we breathe in and out all the time, so we can see someone's breath. For you to see a stone breathe, that might be one moment in 10,000 years. And this is what I mean by the once in a lifetime moment. I think it is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I think it is an opening, and I think it is new. And you really are being invited to dive into it. Let's get more information. What is this once in a lifetime opportunity, this opening? Can we please have more information for my pile 2? I mean, your primary message is clear, but if you're not sure what this is, I don't know. Let's try and get more information for you. Once in a lifetime opportunity. What is this once in a lifetime opportunity? I am feeling that one for my pile 2s. Okay, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. How interesting. So this is really asking you to think about what matters to you. Really think what actually matters to you. There's a decision to make. 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords too. Definitely a decision to make. I'll talk about these in a moment. You then have the 4 of Swords. Okay, very interesting. This is about getting really still, anchored, grounded, and thinking about what really, really matters. You are being presented with, sorry, that's the 6 of Pentacles, not the 7, my apologies. Did I say 7? I can't remember. Anyway, you've got 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, the 4 of Wands, wow, the World, and the Knight. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, my goodness me. This really is about making a choice, though. It really, really is. Now, I do think with the 5 of Swords and the 7, both indicate choices. They're very different energies, though. The 5 can, sometimes we've taken on too much, or we've bitten off more than we can chew, or we're faced with the reality of the consequences of something. With the 7, it's kind of like all of the 7s are about making choices through awareness. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is a card of great benevolence and generosity. So for me, that's really interesting, because you are being given a very amazing opportunity here. There is a doorway of something that is very solid, very real. There's the promise, the gift of something where genuinely, I think there is genuine connection, potential, feeling that there is something of a really solid and very amazing future that's being offered to you. And it does feel like a once-in-a-lifetime moment, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. However this is arriving for you. For some reason, it's difficult, that there's some challenge around it. Maybe there's challenge around the solution to something, because an opening could be a solution to something. With the Seven of Swords, this can sometimes indicate something that has been either underhanded or somebody who's not really revealing themselves. And this says your light is hidden amongst all flowers. Without light, your light is hidden amongst all flowers. Yeah, breathe your fragrance. Okay. Your light is hidden, but it has set this worldly garment on fire. I do think there is a gateway, a window of opportunity, a doorway. I think it is I really do think this is one of those once in a lifetime moments. It's one of those points where, every day the consequences of our decisions are that every single day we are co-creating our universe. Every single day we get up, you walk out of your door, you walk to work, and you could turn right and take one route, or you could turn left, take another. If you turn left, and that's your choice, something could happen on that route, whereas if you turn right, something different would happen, and that can change the course of something. So we're kind of actively involved in co-creating our universe, but we don't do it very consciously. This is asking about conscious choice. That's really interesting. I just saw an orb. I don't know if that came across the table and showed up on camera, but I absolutely just saw one fly across this reading. Now, so I think this is an important decision for you to make. And this is about having the courage to really dive in and surrender to it. Allow yourself to flow, to fly, to flow, to swim, to move with the wheel of fortune, to move with the times. There's something here that can be really celebrated. Your reading is suggested that you do stop and think about it. The Four of Swords is about contemplation. And then make a choice and a decision. But I think with the Wheel of Fortune bang in the middle, this is one of those life-changing decisions where it's not just you turn left as you walk out of your door or do you turn right. I think there is an opening that will change the energy and frequency and pathway of your life in some way from this moment onwards. So what you do with this opening is up to you. But I think it will be life-changing. It will change your world. And the decision is yours to make and yours alone, which is really interesting. I'm going to ask, I think, for you. I mean, this is your reading. Get still, meditate. If let's say somebody behaved in a way that there's something underhanded sometimes around the Seven of Swords. If someone's behaved in a way that wasn't entirely upfront, or you're not, heaven forbid you have behaved in a way that's not entirely upfront, or maybe you haven't been honest with yourself, it's time to be honest with yourself because it has a massive impact on you. And if somebody has not been honest, then that's had a massive impact on you. So it's really important to, this is a card of great generosity, whether it's generosity of spirit, generosity of heart. And this is a card of great celebration. This is very life-changing and the decision is yours. But even if the decision is, what do I want to say? My apologies if I'm jumping around a little bit. But even if the decision is over something that is seemingly relatively small, it's like it's something that may be relatively small, but it has bigger consequences. And this is why it's about making a choice through awareness. It's like the repercussions, the change, your world is going to unfold from this choice. Let's ask a bit more, and let's ask about the week ahead. Let yourself be seen. Your light is hidden, but it has set this worldly garment on fire. I stand drinking the cool water you've given me, and I watch my world burn. I think this will matter to you. This is about something that really matters to you, and that's why it's so important. Let's check in about the week ahead. You have the Judgment card. So I do think you are in a position where you have to call that shout. Actually, I think that's just how it is. We have the Empress. I'm seeing all of these, so that's what I'm going to take for you. We have the Empress, which is a card of nurture, abundance, prosperity, joy, happiness. However, her lower vibrational energy is of clinging to something, holding on to something. You know, like not letting go of the apron strings, not giving somebody the freedom they need. You have the Queen of Wands, who is the Queen of Transformation. The Page of Swords, which has an interesting energy, a learning energy. King of Pentacles. And Two of Cups. I think this week there is an opportunity for you. In fact, I think it's not just an opportunity. I think this is very present for you with the Judgment card. I think there is a need to make a choice, and I think it simply comes to a head, and there's no way around it. The question is, really, in a way, it's your choice to make. I think with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords, and then the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, you can make a choice here. This is showing you, indicating the potential to make a choice that can really transform the way this moves forwards and arrive at a very, very successful and fruitful and happy ending. And this is this turnaround. So wherever you're at, and whatever this is, and whatever it is that is going on for you, the decision and the choice you make that is very life-changing and is leading you potentially to a wonderful world that's overflowing with abundance, you do need to call a shot. There's a shot to be called here. There's a decision to be made. And to be honest, what I'm seeing is that you can really make a decision here that transforms this with love. I mean, what if you're in a partnership with someone and you discovered that they haven't been completely honest with you and it's really thrown you and you're like, ooh, you know, where do I go from here? Well, actually, it may pay you to be generous of heart to really think about this. You know, do you really want to walk away? Or do you want to work at this? If this person has apologized, you know, is it genuine? Assess it. There's something here. But interestingly enough as well, something that it not being set in stone. This is exactly this point here, because it's almost as though the future at this moment in time, this pivotal moment in time, isn't set in stone. It really, really isn't. In many ways, this is the opening. This is the point where the stone breathes. And actually, what you decide to do changes that causeway into the future. It's like it shape-shifts the shape of your future in some way. However big or small that decision is, the judgment, the assessment, the evaluation. So take your time, evaluate. But I do think this week it comes to a head. And I am delighted to say that this incredible sense of positivity, joy. I mean, look at that beautiful little piglet sleeping in a cup of flowers, a bowl of flowers, which is the world. It's like you can have the world here. I think this is unbelievably positive, even though it requires you to have courage in order to embrace the choice you make. I feel that this brings you, I mean, it could even be for some of you a commitment to somebody. It could be making a really big commitment to someone, even though you've had some doubts or some uncertainties. But the outcome is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If you were planning on proposing to someone and you've really been reticent or thought, do I know them well enough or not? You know, any sort of hesitation, difficulty, I think can be overcome. And this just looks like a really lovely, lovely outcome. This is an opening, and it's having the courage to really, really commit to, I suspect for many of you it is someone, but to commit to this opening and this opportunity. It's a new beginning. It's for some of you like a fresh start. But whatever this is, my beautiful souls, it looks to me to be monumentally worth the commitment. And even if it's a big decision, or that could be a small one that leads to something bigger, it feels heavenly, the outcome. Like, why wouldn't you be going for this kind of thing? Pile 2, this is your reading. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never, ever, ever miss a reading. And keep me posted in the comments. I love to hear what's happening in your worlds. And I am so, so, so truly, truly honoured to be reading for you. Thank you all of you who have jumped on board my tarot course. And thank you all of you who've been using my moon diaries, buying my moon diaries. We have different global locations, so really, really exciting, because the timings, getting the right timings is very crucial if you're really working accurately with the moon. So, you know, having different locations, I know we can't cover the whole world, but we've done as many as we can, so I hope that they are of real benefit and value to you all. Beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. This is pretty fab. I've got to say, you've got the kiss, which is the beginning of something fabulous, exciting, remarkable. You've got fertility as well. And this very big owl. I am unbelievably curious to find out what your message is. What is your immediate message that you need to hear from your spirit team right now? You have courage. How interesting. This came out in one of the other readings. Fear. Hello, amazing creature. I am here to face you. Love was frightening, so I have become a lover. No longer the sly fox, I charge ahead towards the angry lion. Now I see her face clearly. I am the roaring lion, and the one who embraces it. The moon whispers, don't cover your wounds. Love can only heal if you stand naked. Wow. I sort of feel this feels like the courage to dive in wholeheartedly. This may be a relationship reading. It may not. And besides, we don't know what kind of relationship it is. But this is like going in with your eyes wide open with the owl. And you have teacher, which has also come out in, I think, in one of the other readings. But anyway, if you were drawn to any of the other readings, there will almost certainly be messages there for you. Right, let's just stay in your energy. Teacher. Love is a wonderful teacher. Love is a wonderful healer. Going in with your eyes wide open. We have wood rat, aligned with your purpose. Ooh, that one definitely wants to come through for you. And metal bird, treat yourself like royalty. Wow. Pile 3, this is amazing. I mean, just amazing. Fertility, the kiss, courage, teacher. You know, I think it was pile 1. And you know, I do actually think in pile 1, it was both these cards in exactly the same position. Yeah, if you were drawn to pile 1, do check it out. But with wood rat aligned with your purpose, this is the pathway you're meant to be following. Treat yourself like royalty. Embrace a new beginning. There's this is like a really unbelievably special moment that might make you feel a bit wibbly wobbly, a bit like, I mean, if I just use the example of love, for some of you, maybe this is actually what it's about. And, you know, it really is about a brand new relationship. That moment when your eyes meet or your hands touch and it's like, oh, the electricity, and it's mind-blowing. And then, you know, can you almost allow yourself to have this? Can you allow love to be your teacher? Can you recognize that this is a connection of purpose? Can you really celebrate yourself? Allow yourself to be seen. Know that you deserve this, to be seen with the big owl. It's not just going in with your eyes wide open. Can you allow yourself to be seen? Wow, let's get more information for you, my pile threes. I do feel this connects in some way, potentially to a relationship for some of you. I really do. But let's find out what else this could be about. Is it about being seen in a different way, really being visible, knowing it's your purpose, and that, again, being seen, following that pathway? What else do we have here? I feel those are showing, and also this one here. We have got the Eight of Wands, which is a very fast energy. You've got the Devil. You've got the Nine of Wands. How interesting. You've got the Empress. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Swords, which is an interesting energy. But that's about your fear of being seen. That's about having the courage. Gosh, this would be like really, really meeting somebody. Let's use this, the love, as an example. This would be like meeting someone who you have an incredible connection with. And then do you want to be visibly seen by people? You know, it's like, when do you declare yourselves as a couple? It's like that kind of moment. When are you out there? What is this with the Devil and the Nine of Wands? We've got the Three of Pentacles, so collaboration, connections. Two of Pentacles, very balanced. Excellent energy for a new beginning. I suspect what happens is that something comes into your world which has great potential. And this could be literally the spark, the energy. I think it is so far. I think it happens so fast that it knocks you for six. It takes your breath away. And you're like, almost like, can you dare to allow yourself to have it, to believe in it, to know that it could work, to let yourself own the way you feel? Can you let love be your guide? I think there are fears about what you don't know because it's new. It's having the courage to embrace it. I think it is actually something that's quite new. I don't think this is, I don't think this is something that's existing. And I think it happens so fast. It just is. It's like magic. Now, if this has not yet happened to you and you're thinking, well, I don't know if this reading is resonating. I mean, if it's not resonating, it may be that it's not the right reading for you. Pile 1 was a very different reading, but it had these same two cards, I think. So it may be that Pile 1 was the right reading for you. But if this hasn't happened and yet you were drawn to this reading, then I think it's about to happen. I think something is about to happen very fast. And I think it's the speed at which you can recognize the power of this connection, the chemistry, the spark, the amazingness. You know, the moon whispers, don't cover your wounds. Love can only heal if you stand naked. There is something here about really embracing your fears. Like, be honest with yourself and indeed with another person. Allow yourself to be seen. Because this is about there's a really strong connection here that can genuinely build and grow. Now, if this is a working alliance rather than a love connection, there's still chemistry and passion and motivation, and this can happen. This is all about diving in fully with complete and utter vulnerability and kind of nakedness. It's from this position of profound nakedness, vulnerability, openness, that something really extraordinary can grow. Wow. Now, if this isn't around you already, a circumstance isn't around you already, that is really, really absolutely loaded with the most incredible promise, then I think it's about to be. And if it's resonating with something in your world already, it's about allowing yourself to be really, really seen. For, warts and all, for who you really are. Having the courage to just be you. But I do think this can really grow. It really, really can. This can really flourish. It can really grow. It can really blossom. This has long-term potential. This is a very powerful connection. I do think this is a relationship reading predominantly. Now, it could be your connection with the divine, with spirit, but I think for many of you, it is a human connection. It could be a connection to a new job, something you feel passionate about. But for most people, this will be a connection with a person. Let's check out the week ahead. How does the energy unfold? This is about you being seen for who you are and having the courage to be seen. We have the Four of Swords, which is a card of great contemplation and reflection. Genuine stillness. We have the card of Judgment. So you have a decision here, actually. You hold the opportunity to decide here very consciously whether you want this or not, even though it is loaded with so much possibility. For some reason, this requires courage. You've got the card of Strength. This does require courage. It is the courage of real, true visibility and honesty. That's what we're really seeing here. I'm seeing these cards. Let me put these down. You have the Page of Swords. You have the Page of Pentacles. Wow. So this is a very young, youthful energy. I think it feels quite risky for you. It's new for you to consider being this vulnerable and this visible to somebody. But my goodness me, the promise is phenomenal. And you have the Knight of Cups. You will be celebrating this. But it is your choice. It's so fascinating. There really is literally a moment of choice. Do you follow this incredible energy, this incredible pathway? It's happened very fast. It's arrived fast where you find yourself in this position. Do you follow this incredible, incredible connection, possibility, amazing place, discovery, where you can genuinely be visible and really be you, and it flourishes? I mean, the learning in that's mind-blowing. Or do you decide not to? Do you decide to sort of remain undercover, almost? This is one of those, it's interesting, which did come out in the other reading, actually, to do with an opportunity of a lifetime, though I think that might have been piled too. There's definitely an energy around this week, because even though the readings are all very, very different, there is an overlap in areas. So, yeah, fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Pile 3. What we're seeing this week is a real opportunity for you to very thoughtfully review and assess a connection, I think, with someone, whether this is absolute love or a business connection or a friendship, whatever it is, but to assess something that is loaded with fertility and promise that could really grow into something amazing. But the key to moving it forwards is to allow yourself to be genuinely seen, to be visible, to be vulnerable, to be that seen. And therefore, on that basis, you move ahead, knowing that you've really, really, really overcome perhaps the fear of really allowing someone to know you for who you really are in all of your vulnerability. Wow. Pile 3, this is amazing because this is, my goodness me, talk about the evolution of humanity. I mean, this is moving into relationships that have a phenomenal depth to them because of that reference point of being able to simply, for you to be you and for them to be them. Pile 3, this is your reading. I am sending you all the love in the world. And thank you so, so much for being here. I'm really, really honoured to be reading for you. Thank you for being a part of our wonderful Moon Magic community. Thank you all of you who've jumped on board my tarot course. It's amazing to be connected with you in a more personal way. And thank you all of you who've also been checking out my diaries. We do have diaries in loads of different locations. It's quite crucial to get the right timings if you're really, really working with the moon. So make sure you get one that is aligned with your geographical location, your time zone, if you're working with them, or indeed as near to it as you can get if you're somewhere where we don't have a diary. But we do have loads this year. So do check them out. And thank you all of you for just all the support and the love and everything that you bring to this channel and to this community. Tons of love, Pile 3.